Hello, it's Tristan here from Zebra Invest, and today I've got a video for you that's all about lease options, how easy it is to find a lease option, how you can find them. So I'm going to run through what a lease option is, who they might work for, your approach, where you can find them, and go from there. So to kick it all off, what is a lease option? So for those of you who don't know, but you might have just found the term, it's quite a simple idea. The idea is that you're going to get an option to be able to buy a property for a price at a point in the future. You'll agree that with the seller, and it could be that you turn and say, look, the price is on the market for today, happy to pay that, but at the moment interest rates are quite high, but how about we put it down the line in future and I'll pay that in 5 years' time, so I'm guaranteed to pay your price. But the lease side of it, what does that mean? Well, you can use a lease or you could use a management agreement and use that alongside your option. The whole idea being that you're going to be able to go in, manage and look after the property as if it were your own. You then go through and at the end of, say, 5 years' time, you've got the option, not the obligation to purchase the property. So then you would go ahead and buy that property, purchase it and move it into your own company, or if you've got your contracts written up correctly, you might be able to assign it on to someone else. So typically these kind of things work for someone who's got a property that's, say, up for rent and up for sale at the same time. They're struggling to sell it. Someone isn't willing to take on the property, doesn't want to buy it at that price, and they might just be holding out for that top price. It could be someone who's got a property where if they did sell it, they might lose money when they come to sell it. But you really want to have a property where they don't need the money now, because if they need the money now, chances are they're going to have to wait and it's going to have to go on the open market. So what I would typically do is try and approach these people or agents for the step-by-step process. So say, for example, the property is up for sale, you can turn and say, look, I'm interested in buying this property and paying the price that you're looking for. But in turn of that and paying the price you want, I'm going to have to pay for it a little bit further down the line. Could that work for you? And there's far more to it than that. If you slowly build up the stages of it, then someone's more likely to agree to it and work with you on that side of things. And where can you find these properties? I mean, this is why you're here. You want to find these deals. So you can obviously head off to letting agents. And what I used to do was head off to letting agents, and I'd go in with a box of chocolates or a nice little gift. So then they remember who you are, you build up a rapport, and they want to give you a phone call. With letting agents, they're obviously talking to landlords all of the time, and they could be a great set of people to be able to reach out to, have a conversation with, and ask them, do you have any landlords who might be looking to sell? And usually they're getting a monthly kind of commission or a fee for managing or looking after a property, but you might be able to approach it through that. The other side of it is going to an estate agent. And what I did a few years ago was I actually went around and gave loads of people bottles of bubbles for Christmas, which they actually then shared on LinkedIn, and lots of other agents and estate agents got to see what I was up to. But estate agents usually get a phone call from a landlord or someone who's getting to the point where they no longer want to be renting out their property, looking after it, and are starting to sell them off. But they might have landlords who have got stock that where they're just willing and happy to wait for the right price to come along, especially with Section 24 price increases. So, you can go knocking door to door to door to go around all over the place to go visit these people. It takes a lot of time and effort, but you do need to build up a rapport for them to be able to think, hey, Tristan's the first person, or you're the first person to give them a call. But one of the bits that everyone likes to do is find it a little bit easier. So obviously you can head over to Rightmove or Zoopla. And what I like to do is if you're on Rightmove or Zoopla or on the market to try and find these kind of properties, if you jump into stock that's on the rental market, but look at stuff where it's been on there for quite a long time, so longer than the average, because that's where you've got a landlord who's struggling to rent their property out. At the moment, property is hot. It's a little bit hard to get property that are sticking around on that side of things, but you probably will find one. But also, if you look out for the ones where they've got a floor plan on the property, well, the chance are if they've got a floor plan, they would have listed that property for sale at some point and then put it up. You've only got some of the best letting agencies in the countries who are using floor plans to help students or tenants even find out where they are. And then building on that, one of the bits I've said about before in my videos, I usually do one probably about October, September time, this is if you've got student landlords and they've got property that's being rented out and it just is not renting, they tend to stick them up, and as you've got available now, the properties are empty, and at that point, that landlord is now starting to pay out a monthly fee. They're going to start feeling the pain of owning a property that isn't returning them an income. So, but that takes a lot of trawling and a lot of hunting down to try and find those properties. So there's a quicker and easier way to do this, and most of you who watch my channel, you will know that I use software. I quite like Property Data, and I quite like Property Filter. But in fact, this week I was using Property Filter to find a few little opportunities for myself. So what I'm going to do here is jump in and quickly show you a way that you can do this yourself. Really nice, simply and easily to do this. So if you haven't got a Property Filter subscription, hang on into the end, as I've got a 50% off discount code that'll give you 50% off your first month plus a 14-day free trial. So what we're going to do is head over here and just log in. You can head in, and there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either set up what has come up here called as your lead generators, or I'm going to show you the much easier way to do this. What you do is you head to on market, and then you can set up an area that you're looking for. So, for example, I invest in Norwich. Ipswich is just down the road from me. So what we could do is just put in Ipswich, and then it's going to come up with the areas. So it should come up with Ipswich at the top. We haven't got it there, but let's go with IP1, IP2, and I'm just going to put in some of the typical postcodes here that we can search through: IP3, IP4. Okay, so now that's going to cover most of the centre of Ipswich. And what we do is we're going to say we want property that's for sale and to rent. Don't want flats. Well, we're going to have a look at flats, see if one does come up, and see what we have come up here. So here we've got a selection of properties that have all just come up, and what Property Filter tries to do is it tries to reverse engineer and work out the address of a property. And the interesting few that you've got here is you've got one here that's already had the price reduced, it's been available for a while. They've got the property up for rent at £1,100 a month. That's a nice little 3-bed. And then we've got another one here, £1,395 a month. It was quite nice. So what we'll do is we can click in and have a look at our property. And then you'll be able to see the details of the property in the past. So here you can see, look, we've got the same agent listing it, home on home. Both of them have got the same property listed. You can take in a look and have a little bit more detail. But what you can do is jump in. Hopefully that's all loaded up for me. And we click the view online adverts. And at this point it's going to open up properties for sale. And you can see here we've just got that one there for Rightmove. And you can see the little location of it. It's got downstairs, so you've got 3 bedrooms upstairs. It's got a weird entrance there for the dining room at the front. But perhaps, I realise Ipswich does have a HMO Article 4 in the area. But maybe this could possibly work, say, using it as an HMO. If you use it as like a mini HMO, then it could be a different way to be able to kind of monetize this property and earn a better income than the £1,100 a month that it's advertised for. And again, when we were in here, we've got one other one that came up that I kind of like the look of. Here you can see they're struggling. They've had the property up for sale. It's been withdrawn and it's come back on. You've got it for sale as well, and you've got the history here as well. So you can see it's a decent sized property in a nice location. And if we click to just open up and have a look on those online, again, we can see the advert and the layout for it. And this might be where, again, you might be able to use the property for a different purpose. Say, for example, let's try and find this one. Here we go, this one for 300. So we've got another one there for 350,000 in good condition on the same street. Beautiful house. But it could be, for example, here you've got a really nice sized kitchen dining room. Maybe that's used as a kitchen living space. You probably need an extra bathroom in this place to be able to use it as an HMO. But you've got 1, possibly 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms that you might be able to use there for this property. So it's quite an interesting and quick way to be able to find those properties where you've got landlords here quite literally looking for property or looking for someone to take on their property. They've got it up for sale and they've got it for rent, and you know they're probably going to be open and willing to do a deal. So if you are interested in jumping in Property Filter and having a go in it and using it yourself to try and find some deals just as easy I have done there, then what you can do is head over to Property Filter and enter in their discount code. My discount code here, which is Tristan50, that'll give you 50% off your first month. And if you use the link just here, that'll head you over. You'll get your 14-day free trial plus 50% off your first month. And you can quite quickly and easily, as you've just seen, find deals and opportunities on your doorstep for lease options. So hopefully you've liked this video. You can smash that button and subscribe to our channel. If you've got any comments or questions, drop them in the below and I'll try and get back to you. Have a great day. Bye.